Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shauna for those of you who are new here, and today I am doing a review on Solday's handwriting notebooks. And today is a very special video because it is a giveaway as well, our very first giveaway on this channel. So make sure that you stick until the end of the video to hear how to enter it. Now, a little over a month ago, Solday contacted me and asked if I would review their notebooks, and I agreed. So they sent over a sample for me and my daughter to use. We have been using it for the last couple of weeks, and so I'm going to share our experience with that. But before I jump into the review, I just want you guys to know that anytime I do a review on this channel, I try to be really intentional with the things that I review and recommend to you, because as a one-income homeschool family, I understand that anytime you set certain funds aside for your homeschool, those are very precious. And so I try to take a lot of care in the things that I recommend to you to make sure that they would be of value to you and that they will serve you in one way or another. So with that said, all of these opinions are my own. They are my likes, my dislikes, and just how I basically feel about this product. So jumping into it, and you'll have to excuse me because the kids are probably going to be loud in the background. When you purchase this product, and I will link it down below in the description bar, but it comes in a pack like this. And in the pack, you get two pencil grippers. Excuse my clumsiness. You get 2 pens, and you get 10 refillable ink cartridges. Now, they use a really special kind of ink called magic ink, and it's a disappearing one, which I think is really cool. And you also get 4 of these notebooks. There is one that goes along with numbers, drawing, and the drawing one is really cool because it has mazes, it has shapes for your child to trace, it has fruits, different modes of transportation, animals. It has a lot of different material in here for you to teach your child. It also has a book on the alphabet, as well as addition and subtraction. Now, one of the very first things that I want to mention about this set and my appreciation for it is how functional it is. You guys, it's like a mom made it, and I don't know if a mom sat down and put all of this together, but it's as if a mom made it. It is that functional, and here's why. Now, you get 4 books. So instead of compiling it all into one book, they gave you 4. So if you have multiple children, or even whether they're twins, or you have one child in preschool and one child in kindergarten, you can use this entire set with multiple kids instead of having it all be inside one book and you have to figure out how will they share. So I really like that you could set one child up with one book and then another child up with a second book, and they're able to share easily instead of you trying to think, oh man, I've got to make copies of these workbooks, or I've got to rip things out, or I can only work with one child at a time. So I really love the functionality of it in that aspect. The next thing that I really love is the fact that they send you 2. They send you 2 pens, they send you 2 pencil grippers, and so whether you have multiple children and they each need to use a special pen that has the disappearing ink, or if your child loses things, because let's be real, kids lose things, I lose things, I'm constantly misplacing pens, so I really like that they send you multiple. And they send you 10 ink refills. You guys, that tells me that they were trying to be very intentional with the way that they created this entire product. Because, as homeschool moms, homeschooling can be as expensive or inexpensive as you make it. And I feel like having a pack like this really helps you make it inexpensive, because it's not like you're buying a special disappearing ink product just to have to turn around and replace it a month later, and then it just turns into an even bigger investment than you had originally thought you were signing up for. So I really like that They send you multiple grippers, multiple pens, as well as multiple ink refills. This should last a fairly long time, even if you're using it on a daily basis. So I really appreciate that. The next thing that I have really come to enjoy about this product is that there is no reason why this cannot be made into a full preschool curriculum. I mean, like I stated, you know, they go over numbers. They goes over, this book covers numbers 1 to 100. They have drawings, so you can go over shapes and colors and different animals and foods and just a variety of, you know, all-encompassing material that a preschooler needs to know. They also have alphabet work with some, where you're just copying different letters, as well as, you know, learning addition and subtraction. And they try to make it fun and colorful for your child. Now, with the disappearing ink, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm just gonna like color, let's see. I'm not even going inside the lines. So in a few minutes, I'll show you guys that it disappears. Because the next thing that I really like about this product is the fact that they do utilize disappearing ink. Because sometimes it's very disheartening when you're purchasing a workbook for your child at the beginning of the year. And there was one in particular that I purchased for my 5-year-old, and it was a numbers traceable worksheet. So each page covered just one number, and once that number was done, like once she was done tracing it, like that was it. It was just moving on to the next number. So for those of you who have taught a child their numbers, you know that you have to do, you know, the tracing activities multiple times before they really start to recognize not only what that number is, but how to make it. So with that workbook that I purchased, I would have to be really good about photocopying it. And if I wasn't good about photocopying it, then, you know, I'd have to go onto Google and try to find another traceable worksheet and print it out. And then it would just become a thing. And I don't like when things become things, you guys. Like, I don't want to add more work to my plate. So I really like that with this notebook and all of these notebooks, you can use the disappearing ink. And, you know, as your child, you know, is making their way, you know, through A, B, C, D, the minute they get to D, most of this is already going to be gone. So you can just have them start right back over. You don't have to worry about erasing things. You don't have to worry about photocopying things. I really like that. It saves a lot of time for you. It gives your child the opportunity to really focus on the areas that they might be struggling or that they might need to work on, and they get that repetition. They get to just, you know, trace it over and over until they really have it down and they've really mastered that letter, that number, whatever it is that they're working on. And that leads me into my last point. This is fairly inexpensive. At the time of recording this video, this entire set was on Amazon for sale for $16.09. You guys, that is a steal, especially for something that covers so many different subjects for one entire grade. You know, like I said, homeschool can be, you know, as expensive or inexpensive as you make it, but this is fairly, you know, economical, which I really appreciate, especially as a mom who has multiple kids. And one of the things that makes it even more economical is the disappearing ink, because your child can make their way through these books, and then once they're done, you know, everything is basically erased. It's like starting over, and you can pass it on to your next child if you have, you know, other little ones like I do. So I know that by the time, you know, my preschooler is done with these books, I can save them and pass them on to the baby when he becomes of preschool age, and we can, you know, just continue utilizing these. Now, with all of that said, the only con that I have found is that this is kind of like a, the paper, it's not regular paper, it's kind of like a thick cardstock, and the letters and the numbers are all indented, so that way it helps your child like really be able to get into like the groove of the letter and just follow the line. Now I really like that part about it, but as you get to the bottom row, there's no grooves for them to follow because, you know, it's giving them the opportunity to see if they can make it themselves. But if your child is heavy-handed when they write, then it's going to cause indentations. And then if they're not as heavy-handed when they go to write the second time, then those indentations are going to be there, and it might it has the potential to mess up their letters on the following time. But, you know, that's nothing that would stop me from purchasing this set. I think that it is still like really great, and if that's the only con I've been able to find over the last couple of weeks, then this is a pretty great set for beginning writers and, you know, preschool aged kids. Now, I think that you could even use this as a master curriculum if you have a kindergartner, but you might have to add in some additional things like sight words and, you know, just more like fine motor skills. Other than that, I think that Solday has made a really beautiful product here. I think it's very intentional, it's very functional, and I love the price point of it. It makes it very you know, affordable for large families who want to homeschool and just teach additional things. And even if you don't homeschool, I think that this is still a wonderful product. It's something that you can use to supplement whatever your child is learning in public school. And to show you guys the disappearing ink, I had colored one of these squares, and look, it's gone! How cool is that? I'm like a kid, you guys, when I see something really cool like that. It's really fun. You know, so it's fun for parents too. But that is it. On to the giveaway. If you would like to enter the giveaway, Solday was kind enough to send me 2 of these packs. And if you would like to enter, all you have to do is be 18 years old, live in the United States, and go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and hit that red subscribe button. Let me know down in the comments that you did those things, that you are interested in joining the giveaway, and on Saturday I will enter your names into a random name generator, and then I will reply to your comment and let you know if you won, and at which point I will give you guys my email, and so you can email me your information instead of putting your personal information on the YouTube comment hemisphere. Other than that, that is the end of the review. Let me know what you guys think about it. Is this something that you think that you would use? Have you already used it? I would love to hear your thoughts. I will see you guys again later. Bye.